Hello, uh, welcome to the Alex Savage channel. We're doing another retro game treasure unboxing. I decided to do one more month so I could really sort of evaluate if it's worth the money to me personally, and also because I'm getting Jeff Box again this month, so I can compare how the two are different from each other for 2 months in a row, and hopefully that'll give me a better idea of if I want to keep doing this service. I haven't really disliked it so far, but just weird little things that have happened that, you know, like getting Pokemon Gold, but it's the Japanese version, so I can't really play it because I'm not good at Japanese, you know. So just things like that, but we will see this month if they finally got my note that, hey, I really need Master System games. And weirdly enough, I also don't think I've ever gotten a Super Nintendo, Genesis, N64, or GameCube game. It's been mostly, I'm not expecting, big value titles, but, it's not really been very much variety in the systems, if that makes any sense. Kind of, but not really. But anyways, we will see this month if I get anything more in line with what I'm wanting from this box. Hopefully some Sega Master System games, because I did leave a note last month saying I really need Sega Master System games, but I didn't get any. Maybe it was just a little bit too late on my part, but hopefully they got that message this month. So we'll see if I get Master System games this month. So we're gonna open it up, take this out, and what's the first thing we get? Well, the first thing I see is a Famicom game. Famicom Jump. Okay, so it's some sort of Shonen Jump game. I can tell that because I see Fist of the North Star and Dragon Ball and Dr. Slump. So that's cool. Hopefully it's not an RPG or anything. Hopefully it's more like a fighting game, because if it's like a text-heavy JRPG, I don't think I'll be really be able to play it. But we will see, because I did just recently get a Famicom adapter for NES, so yeah. We got a DS stylus. We got a Yoshi DS stylus. I did say accessories were cool too recently, so that's neat. We got a Game Boy Color game. It's A Bug's Life. Yay! I always pass this up. I see it every time I go into some of my game stores, and I never buy it because I've heard it's a terrible game. Probably not worth very much either. We will see. I do see a Game Gear game though, and it's Sonic Triple Trouble. I've been wanting this one, so that's awesome. I have been wanting that one. I'm not sure if it was actually on my wish list. It probably was. So that's cool. I have been getting a game off my wish list every single month. And then there's a disc game in here. So let's dump that out off camera so you don't see my address. This was the first thing I really noticed after taking that Famicom game out. I could see it was a Wii game based on Tron. So let's see. Disney Tron Evolution Battle Grids. What's this? Compatible with Wii Motion Plus, but not required. I have Motion Plus, but let's see, what is this? Okay, so it's basically, typical Nintendo Wii minigame collection based on a movie that no one really remembers. Tron Evolution, that is, not Tron. So, 4 games and 1 accessory this month. Although I have a feeling this really wasn't worth much, and it's probably not a very good game from what I've heard. I've heard it's pretty bad, actually. But Sonic Triple Trouble, that's cool to get. It's cool to get a Famicom game, especially one of these funky Bandai cartridges, and especially if it ends up being a game that I can actually play. Like some sort of action type game instead of an RPG. When it comes to import games, RPGs I would occasionally consider, but only if it's a game that I'm already familiar with and already love, like the Mother series. Only the second one ever came out in America as Earthbound. So it'd be cool to have import copies of those games, but only really because I'm already familiar with them and it's just something I would love to have. But with, I don't know, like something like Pokemon Gold that's like really text, like it is text heavy. It's an RPG and you really need to be able to read to play it. It's like that's a game I'd love to have, but I want to be able to play it. So we'll look up the values of these games real quickly, and we will see what our box is valued at this month. Alright, I'm not even going to do the slow reveal of each game because, well, I mean, look, this is the lowest valued retro game treasure box I've ever gotten. I couldn't find a value on, like, price charting for this Yoshi stylus, but I looked on eBay. They seem to be going from anywhere from 50 cents to $7. In fact, they probably got what I saw, which was a wholesale lot of, like, 1,000 for $500. I'm not even joking. So, especially considering they're loose like this in a plastic bag. So, yeah, not too excited with this box. I mean, it was cool to get Sonic Triple Trouble, but I mean, A Bug's Life is literally $1.50, and from what I've heard, that's an awful game. So, and for all I know, this game could be unplayable to me. I'm hoping it's an action-type game. I mean, it's anime, you know, all that sort of stuff, but for all I know, it could be a JRPG that I'm unable to play because of a language barrier. So, I mean, if they really wanted to, based on how low the value is for Famicom Jump, they literally could have included a brand new copy. If they had it lying around, they could have afforded to send a brand new copy of that. But, I mean, you know, I'm guessing they counted this stylus as a 5th item. After all, it's 3 to 5 games per box. And I mean, most of the time I've gotten 4 games. I haven't really gotten a box. Well, I guess last month I got a box with only 3 games. But, you know, so I'm guessing they count this as, oh, it's like a 5th item, so, you know, that counts. But, I mean, if they really wanted to, like, make it worth what I paid for it, they could have thrown in an extra game. Even if it's a loose Famicom game or Game Boy, you know, like, just another low-valued game like this. At least I would have been like, well, at least I got a lot of stuff. But, no. It's a sealed Wii game that I may not actually ever open because I just might not care to. One shitty game. One game that I don't know if I'm able to play or not. Hopefully. And one game that I actually really wanted. And a stylus that, admittedly, I might use. But I mean, that's not looking very good for Retro Game Treasure. So I'm not sure. I might email them and say, hey, this box is really undervalued. I might not, because that's a whole lot of effort. And I feel like I'd be, like, you know, kind of demanding, like, hey, give me more stuff next time. But especially when, for the most part, I've been treated very well. Well, I say for the most part, but now it's been 4 months. Only 2 out of the 4 months. Okay, 2 out of the 4 months, I got extraordinarily valued boxes, but even one of those was kind of a mixed bag. So, yeah, kind of trending negative on Retro Game Treasure. It's been cool to get stuff. And again, something I just now remembered, no Master System games. What gives? I double-checked. I made sure that I checked off Master System on the list of systems that I wanted games for, and I double-checked my notes. I said in the notes, I need Master System games, because I only have one right now. And you're not, like, surely you're not telling me that, like, a $2 game and a $1.50 game were all they had lying around. Like, they couldn't have just thrown in, like, a loose copy of, like, Outrun or one of those, like, dirt cheap Master System games, even if it was, like, Monopoly or something. I don't know. Like, you're telling me that, like, instead of that, they had to do all this, you know? Because, you know, that note has been there for over a month. There's no way they missed that note when packing these games, or having them selected. So, yeah, kind of upset by that. So, we will be seeing. I might actually skip next month's box. I might not be continuing the service, honestly, because it's kind of bull. But we'll see how Jeff Box works out. I wanted to upgrade my Jeff Box this month, but I didn't have the money. But if I discontinue this box, I might just have to go. I might just go ahead with Jeff Box and just upgrade my box to one of the higher tiers, because At least then I know I'd be getting my money's worth. But we'll see. We'll see. Haven't gotten a notice about my Jeff box being shipped yet, but I can't imagine it's going to be too much longer because they tend to go out around the same time of month, from what I understand. So, yeah. We will see when that gets here. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. I'm going to play Triple Trouble and put the rest of this on the shelf.